What is up, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I am your boy Nassim the Dream. If you're new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bell as well to always keep notified on my newest content. And today I will be reviewing the new Denzel Curry project, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. This is the brand new project from Carroll City, Florida's own Denzel Curry, marking his 6th commercial release project. Over a precise year since his last release with collab with contemporary hip-hop producer Kenny Beats on Unlocked. A record I'm well endeared of its collection of fun, smooth, and articulate fuses of samples and hip-hop production. Following this, we are greeted with the 2019 record Zoo, which in my opinion is another well addition to Denzel's discography, containing more recognizable and simplistic hip-hop takes, but indeed are enjoyable in a bumping experience. Then, notably, Denzel's finest and boldest work comes from his alternative hip-hop experience in the 2018 project Taboo. Not only confirming the man's young talent in the rap game, but defining what makes Denzel's style so unique and incomparable to the others in the SoundCloud rap genre, that just ultimately make Denzel one of the best in underground hip-hop coming out of South Florida. Seeing the build-up come out for this record, it seems that Denzel has a huge influence with the fuse of lots of Japanese style filmmaking going into the overall thematics and aesthetics going into this project. Denzel's first scene going into this album with some ambient soul work into the intro track Melt Session, which to me is such a fitting title. The kind of thing I really like about this song is about how it hypes up the following track Walkin and just filling in that pre-narrative into the lyrics as well, and ironically just bringing a seamless transition right into this track. Walkin brings on to me what seems to be the biggest Quentin Tarantino style swagger, not only with the single album art, but even with the atmospheres going on to the track. They sound something like you would hear in a slow-mo scene transitioning into the film. And this track quickly switches up the drum styles, going from old school to modern, which I was a bit skeptical on initially, but even though I'm not in love with the instrumental in context with this record so far, I really do like how it's really working into it. It's going pretty hard too. Conceptually, regarding all the oppressive forces of capitalism and obstacles that just throw by your life. Productively, I am very happy with the direction that this new record is really going into styles of old school alternative hip hop and R&B and soul. Worst comes to worst has these turntable scratches that would just remind me of something that comes out straight of a 90s hip hop mixtape. Though it is noticeable at this point that this record has a tendency to overuse some of the reverb, mostly using it to its benefit, but kind of gives a little bit fatigue to the lack of creativity for this record, productively at least. Another notable thing that really is a differential for this project, it really lacks a lot of the aggression that Denzel Curry is really well known for in his past music. It's mostly composed of chill, lucid, and cosmic sound influences. John Wayne holds a mind-bending experience produced by none other than Peggy himself, JPEG Mafia, with Denzel spitting on this song about always keeping a strap on him with reason. I'm really digging a lot of the flows that are going into this record so far, notably on the song The Last, especially from the panning outro of the Rode pianos, making me feel like I'm literally in like some lucid dream standing outside midday on a chill summer day. Why? No clue. But what is obvious is Denzel pursuing the issues of racism, going into retrospect of the tragedy of George Floyd on this track as well. Big highlight, I am absolutely hypnotized on the track Mental. Feel like I'm just in the most focused, breakdown, observational point of mind, and for just so many things that are just going into this particular track that just really build into its excellence. The potency, tantalizing vocal performances from Bridget Perez are mesmerizing. On the song, we also have a snippet of some spoken word from Saul Williams, making it feel like you're listening to that similar radio station from the Warriors film in the 70s. With another song, Troubles, bringing on hip-hop pop singer T-Pain and hip-hop producer Kenny Beats. This song goes about, conceptually speaking, about the hustle and the come up from all the struggles that one goes through while struggling through their life. I really like the lyric when Denzel goes about how he's portraying how he's going into the club, pulling up with his mama's car. I feel this, bro. For real, for real, for real. You do what you gotta do, bro. Though I will admit I'm not nuts for T-Pain's verse onto this track, but I am very amused from the ad-libs. They are definitely quite fun, and altogether, it still holds a nice bop to it. Another song that has some issues to me comes from Ain't No Way. It has just this very high condensed amount of performances onto the song, featuring 6 total performances, all coming from Black, Rico Nasty, Jid, Jasiah, Powers Pleasant, and of course Denzel Curry himself, that yes are placed wisely onto this track, but kind of just go by a little bit too quickly and a bit unmemorable, but is disgustingly transitioned into X-Wing. That would be the biggest hip-hop bop on here. This is the hip-hop version of the Ghost of Tsushima theme. This song just gathers and enhances all the great qualities that you'd hear from rappers like Gunna and Baby Keem, combining them into the one almighty punch. The song Angelz, featuring producer Karriem Riggins, has some of the most heavenly melodics on the entire LP, holding some of cosmic entities all over the atmospheres onto the song. The Smell of Death kind of just feels a bit limp and cheap, not really having that edge or bloom into the spot on this record. Sanjuro fires out an all-out 808 raging trap banger, music revitalizing all that same energy that Denzel was so known for in the signature craft. Also shows tribute to the 1962 film directed by Akira Kurosawa, which significantly also continues the influences of the Japanese art form styles going into film. Notably on this track also brings on fellow Florida rapper 454 when discussing their experiences of growing up in what is known as the Sunshine State. Zatochi featuring slowtai is still a little bit bittersweet to me, even in context with the LP, not so much really moved by slowtai on the chorus. It has this distant muffled filter layering on the top, and it does match the drums very well onto the song, but sonically it just doesn't reach out to me like some of the other pieces on here. And to me, this all ties in very well with the closer, The Ills, bringing in all the last thoughts and words from Denzel Curry regarding back to the themes presented on this album with more deeper lyricism into mental and emotional states. So overall, I do think that this is a pretty good album for the Florida rapper. Conceptually, I feel like Denzel has a lot more to offer about himself onto this record, into the introspective on vulnerability, self-reflection, examination, acceptance. The transitioning is absolutely seamless throughout the entire playthrough, really managed to keep the listener engaged bar for bar, lyric for lyric. Productively holds sturdy and strong for what it has going for based off its influences. But I can't help to feel like that this record does lack some shine when put next to its past records, mainly referencing to Taboo. But the thing that I do like though a lot about this record is that it separates fairly well from the rest of the uniform to its core, not really having much warranted reason to even compare it to its past work. Still, I can't really say that this album really stood out more than others, but just looking at this for what it is and what it has to offer, what it means to Denzel, and for its timing of the release, I'd say that this is a very solid addition to Denzel's discography. I'm gonna give Denzel Curry's Melt My Eyes, See Your Future a 76%. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go on and like, share, and comment down below of what you thought of this record, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Down in the description, you see all the separate tracklist ratings I have for the album, more videos, and also the links to my social media accounts so you can keep up with me on the daily. Catch you in the next one.